Approximately 1.7 billion people worldwide currently live off the grid, including over 180,000 families in the United States. This number is increasing year by year, and that's not likely to change anytime soon. If you've ever considered moving off of the grid, you've come to the right place. Keep watching for your ultimate beginner's guide to living off the grid. Off-grid living. It can be tricky to nail down a clear definition of what living off the grid means. In general, though, it involves living autonomously without depending on things like municipal water or other public utilities like natural gas or electricity. It's generally agreed that people who are off the grid don't use public utilities, but there is some gray area when it comes to things like the internet. To some people, you're not truly off the grid unless you're totally disconnected. Others use smartphone hotspots to access the internet and communicate via social media with family, friends, and other off-gridders. Ultimately, you get to decide what living off the grid means to you specifically. Why go gridless? Regardless of how you define it, there are plenty of reasons why people choose to live off the grid. Some people choose to live off the grid because they want to reduce their environmental impact. Others find it reduces stress and anxiety, and even helps them save money. Really, there's no wrong answer. Using renewable energy. Since you're not relying on municipal utilities, you'll have to determine how you'll get power. In most cases, this means using renewable energy sources such as solar power. With that said, you can also use things like wind turbines and even micro hydroelectricity to power your home. Of these three popular options, micro hydroelectricity is one of the most cost-effective and powerful choices. The only catch, though, is that you first need to have a source of running water for it to work. Growing your food. You'll need to figure out a way to feed yourself and your family too. When you're living off the grid, you can't just make a quick run to the grocery store or order takeout whenever you want. Setting up a garden is your best option for having easy access to food. To do this, you'll need seeds, fertilizer, mulch, and gardening tools. You may also want to work towards setting up a small farm with chickens, cows, pigs, and other animals. That way you'll have easy access to meat, eggs, and milk. As you can see, there's a lot you need to keep in mind when you're first researching living off the grid. If you remember these guidelines and how to get started though, you'll have a much easier time transitioning into this way of life. Do you want more advice on off-grid living? If so, check out some of the other content on our blog today. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.